Yeah, introduce yourself. Here's Diego. We have yourself, Denise, Fernando, and Sophia. Sophia, she's around. And then we fired that guy. Introduce yourself. That's Sophia right there. And then that guy was a fired software engineer. What's his name? He left before he was about to be fired. No, I'm joking. He's my cousin. He's my cousin. Actual cousin. And then Rashid. Introduce yourself. Rashid, also joining us from the Dubai office. Where's Neil? Oh, Kelvin is here too. Kelvin. He's the head of finance. He's the money guy, and he's the oldest guy in Nas company.
Thank you. I'm the wisest.
No, but actually, he manages the money for like millions of dollars, and he's like really, really good. You should talk to him about managing finance. Okay, so the issue, I think a lot of you feel the issue is that the problem with social media today is that you don't build a community and you don't make money. It's like the worst. Is that a dog? So, okay, everybody here says, oh, I have 40,000 followers. It is incorrect to say I have 1 million followers because you don't have 1 million followers. These people are not followers. These people are interactions. 1 million people said, oh, nice video, follow. That's it. They don't know anything about you, and they're not going to see you again. So the concept of a follower in social media is a fraud. But probably the biggest fraud is the unsustainability of building a digital community. So, you have 40,000 people that like you on the internet. Did you make money from those 40,000 people, like directly from the platform?
No.
No. I remember one day I woke up and we had 20 million followers back then. 20 million followers and 200 million views. And I woke up and I said, I can't afford to hire 3 people. In Asia, not even in America. I couldn't even hire 3 people to help me build this audience with 10 million or 20 million followers. And that's when I realized there is something wrong today in the world. We create a lot of value. Your design community has a lot of value. Your mommy vlogger community has a lot of value. But we don't capture that value. Somebody else captures it. The platforms normally. And so that's problem number 1. Number 2 is nobody volunteers. The people, we work together. Do you volunteer at Fast Company? No. Okay, so you get paid every month, right? Nobody volunteers, right? So if something doesn't make money, then it's just not sustainable. This is for me like this. One thing I've learned in my life is non-profit equals you have an end date. Like non-profit equals non-alive. It's like yes. Yeah, you have an expiry date, right? So for anything to last forever, it has to make money. It's not for the love of money, it's for the love of sustainability. So how do you make communities sustainable? When we had 1 million people at a Facebook group, and I worked like a donkey to get those 1 million people, and I was paying $10,000 a month to moderate that community with 3 moderators, $3,000 each. But the Facebook group was giving me nothing in return. Just a place to write a post and interact with people, but no monetization. So I was losing $10,000 every single month on it. Eventually, that Facebook group is dead. And I stopped paying attention to it 4 or 5 years ago. It's dead, gone, useless. So that is what I mean by sustainability is important. So I've been thinking a lot about this problem because I think a lot of you have it, and I used to have it too. And I think the solution is something along the lines of what we're trying to build. I'd love to get your feedback, and I'd love to tell you about how I'm thinking about this. And I think everybody here can pitch in and tell us how they're thinking about this. But I really believe that, when it comes to community, you should be able to have a lot of revenue from 500 people. You don't need 20,000, you don't need 7 million, you don't need 10 million, you don't need 1 million. You should be able to have a full-time job from 500 people. The question is, how do you get those 500 people to pay you? Yeah. That's the hardest question. That's the $1 million question. A lot of us don't even know that, right? So Subscription. Subscription actually doesn't really work that much. If you're anywhere outside the United States, which is a lot of people are outside the United States, raise your hand if you're outside the United States. You know, majority of the US outside the United States barely subscribe to Netflix. And it has so much good content. Why would they give me $7 a month? I'm not Netflix. No way I get to next. So that's another problem with subscriptions. So there has to be more. And I realized that, first of all, the number one most important thing that people need, okay? I made a list of 8 things that for a community to use that I think are important. Number 1, data ownership. You don't have followers unless you have their email. If you don't, so the question is, how many emails do you have? You said you have 2.6 million followers. How many emails do you have?
I have like 60,000.
Okay, so you okay, that's 2%.
Yeah.
That's 2%. You have 60,000 emails. Okay, you have 7 million followers. How many emails do you have?
Maybe 14K.
14K.
Yes.
Now, you just started recently, right?
Yes.
That's the only emails you have.
Yeah.
So you actually have 14,000 followers. No offense. Who else? Who else? How many emails do you have? Rob, you have 100K. How many emails do you have? Oh, great, Roz, you have a podcast. How many emails do you have?
I have a Substack. I have 50,000 emails.
You just started, right? Like a month ago.
Wow.
But you've been doing this for 10 years. That's incredible. So I think there's a revolution happening of people realizing I need the emails of my audience. And so Facebook groups does not give you the email. Discord definitely does not give you the email. WhatsApp does not give you the email. What is it? What gives you the email? So I thought let's build a platform where you get complete data ownership. That is building block number 1. Every email you get from this platform is yours, not mine, not anybody's. It's yours. The second thing is you should not pay for this. Like a lot of the community softwares, people end up paying for $100 a month, $200 a month. If you have a lot of emails, who has a lot? You have 60,000 emails, right? And you manage them on MailChimp?
Substack.
Okay, Substack. So Substack you don't pay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Substack is good. Who here uses like MailChimp or Klaviyo? How much do you pay for MailChimp?
Like $25 a month.
And how many emails do you have?
Right now, like less than 100.
Okay, so you're paying like
Too low.
almost
I
like
like to have it visibly on my website rather than anything.
right. So to manage 100 emails, you're paying $25. That is ridiculous. So you're doing something wrong. So managing emails should be free.
Right.
And that's the second realization I realized is don't charge for the platform, you gotta make it zero. And the third realization is the majority of the revenue should always go to the creator. That is number 1, the majority of the revenue. So with YouTube it's 50-50, with Facebook it's 50-50, with OnlyFans, does anybody know how much OnlyFans takes?
Not yet.
Close. When you start an account, you'll know. They take 25%, which is a bit lower, but I thought actually 25% is even too much. It should be even lower. It should be the lowest possible percentage, 8%. And then the idea of this is when you have those emails, a lot of us just send, okay, here's my bet. I'm willing to bet $1 million that social media today is gonna become television. So you open up a channel, you get something exciting, you watch it, goodbye, I don't know who the hell you are, but you're cool, you're famous, that's it. And then in the world, in the future, you're gonna need another social media. That is a private space for your members to build a community. That will start to become more and more important. So you'll have 1 million followers on social media, but you'll have 10,000 people in your private space. So that is, I think all of us need to start thinking about that. What is the private space for my community? And this private space should help you make money. So a lot of private spaces right now are WhatsApp groups, Discord servers. I think Discord is the worst way to build a community actually, which is a very controversial opinion. I think Substack is good, it's a good start, but it's not necessarily a community. It's not a private space, it's a way to send emails. And so we thought that's what NAS.io is supposed to be, a private space where you have 30,000 people chilling there, and in that private space, we give you every tool you need to make money. And so that's the idea. And so I want to show you something. So you can, in this space, you can manage it. You can host an event, right? How do you think you came to NAS Summit? It was a NAS.io event. So we just made, okay, in this private space for NAS Summit attendees, create an event called NAS Summit San Francisco. Come over, pay for it, and come. In this private space, you should be able to email people. Magic Reach. In this private space, you should be able to sell courses. So you can have a place to sell courses. In this private space, people should be able to chat with each other. Not just you email them like Substack, but they should chat with each other. So connect it to WhatsApp. In this private space, you should be able to accept money. Not just credit cards, but even PayPal and even local accounts. So that you should accept money from it. And in this private space, your audience should do something exciting. So that's kind of the idea, and I think NAS.io does all of that, and I want to show you examples of people, because I really think this is going to be the future, and I'm seeing this every day because I have access to all the data, and I can share it with you. So like I see this guy, for example, okay? He was like on Twitter. Where's the dash? What is this keyboard?
Latin America.
Sure, we are in California. Yes, so I see this guy who was on Twitter sharing a lot of content for free on Twitter, and then all of a sudden he's like, I don't want to tweet anymore. If you want to see my tweets that are very important, get on my WhatsApp. And then he's like, okay, so I'm going to make this WhatsApp, and then but to access this WhatsApp, you have to pay me $6 a month. And so 600 people are paying him $6 a month. That is like $3,600 a month from a WhatsApp group. And then another person in India is doing like $5,000, $10,000 a month from a WhatsApp group. So all he does is he sends like social media updates on this WhatsApp group like 10 times a day. And I subscribe to that WhatsApp group, right? So this is an insane way to start to make money that was not possible before. He just built a NAS.io community. He connected WhatsApp. And then when somebody pays him on NAS.io, he enters WhatsApp. When they stop paying, NAS.io kicks him out automatically. So you don't have to worry about it. So same thing like, Jesus, how do you do it? Okay. Invest in India, okay? This person does the same thing, invest in India. Another WhatsApp group, 20 people times 300, how much is that? $7,000. Just to send you investment advice on how to invest in India. And now, in addition to that, she runs challenges. And we'll talk about this very soon. And she has a feed where it's like a place for people to interact and see what she's up to, right? But now she's making $7,000 a month from essentially 366 members instead of a million people on YouTube. So that's the big idea, is you don't need a million people making content for a million people and making no revenue. You just need to find the right 300 to 1,000 people, and together they're willing to pay you for this, okay? And so the biggest learning I did is not just a membership, it's not just paying me every month. I saw this actually last week with this person sitting right here. What's your community called? Okay. So you have 7 million followers, okay? But like last month, she made $60,000. And all she did was run a challenge. And I found that a lot of people are running courses left and right. Hey, here's my course, learn from me. I think courses don't work as much anymore because courses have become a thing of the past. What people really want is, I want to do things with you, instead of, I want to buy a video file from you. When you sell a course, which is what most people do, the completion rate is 2%. So 100 people buy it, and like 98 people don't watch it. They're never going to come back again. Now what she did is something different. She didn't say a course. She said, mothers that follow me, come and become a mommy blogger, like me. Your kid is here?
Yes.
Oh,
She's around.
You said that's a kid, right? Yes.
Yes.
So, right there. So out of the 7 million people, she said, I only am looking for mothers. That's maybe 3 million. And then all of these mothers, anybody that wants to become a creator and make videos like me. And that's 4,263 people. And together for 30 days, we're gonna learn how to become a mommy blogger. And each one paid you how much?
$15
$15 for 1 month.
for 16 days.
Oh, sorry, 16 days.
Yes.
So $15 times 4,000 or something, that's $60,000, $70,000
Yeah.
for 14 days of work.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. Congratulations. So what's the big idea here is that your audience wants to pay you. But they're not gonna pay you when you just make Instagram videos left and right that are like 30 seconds and say goodbye and follow me on Instagram. Your audience wants to do things with you. Your audience wants to experience things. And so those 4,263 people, like, you know, there's like leadership, so this person got 15,000 points. There's a feed, and then there's every day, you give them some sort of a tip on how to become a mommy blogger. So on day 8, you edit videos. On day 7, you do this. On day this, we meet. On day whatever. And you just finished the challenge, right?
Today.
So tell us a bit more about why did you monetize through the challenge and how much money did you make before this? Stand up, share with us.
Before what? Like how much money?
Before the challenge.
On my platform?
Yes, through your platform.
I made monthly between 25 to 35K
Amazing.
from my platforms between monetizing and campaigns, mostly. And I think the success about my challenge is that these people mostly saw me growing as a mommy blogger, you know, because I started when my child came along, I started to changing all my content about being mommy blogger and all the thing, and then they saw me getting the success. So I just told them that this is, I was going to share with them an opportunity to, the same as me, make money from home while they were doing their motherhood, which is the dream, you know. So yeah, like I have a very close community with my followers. I do a lot of reunions with them. I do a lot of projects with them, live videos and everything. So I have a very close community that I could tell them that you can trust me, that I'm gonna help you to build the
Right.
same work as me.
So I think the big idea here is everybody here who has a community, you need to think of what is the product that I can offer my community that they're willing to pay for. And these products could be very different things. It could be an event. Come attend this Perdi Mi Identidada. Identidad. Come to this event with me. Or another event that I did was called NAS Summit. Come hang out together, okay? That's one product. Another product is subscribe to my WhatsApp. Another product is subscribe to my email list. Another product is join this challenge with me. Another product is here is a course that you should buy it from me. Another product is join a one-on-one session with me, right? Like I'll train you for a one-on-one session, right? But the idea of this platform that we built, NAS.io, is it should be the one private space you need to engage a community and monetize it. You don't need 50 different softwares. You don't need to pay for any software. Everything should be free, and we should only make money as a platform if you make money. If you don't make money, we don't make any money. We lose money. And it should be the most affordable and creator-friendly platform out there. And so that even that 8%, you don't pay as a creator. You can choose that the user pays it. So when somebody pays you $10, when they're about to check out, they pay you $10.80. So a creator on NAS.io should pay $0 a month and 0% per month. Now that's crazy. So it doesn't get lower than that. So this is, I think, what's going to happen in the future, and you'll soon. And in the, you know, we spent like literally 2 years trying to figure out how to manage this and how to like build the easiest software in the world to use. This is your home. This is your money. This is how you build a challenge. This is how you upload a course. This is how you build an event, and this is the feed for your members, and this is how you reach them, right? And that's it. That's all you really need. And so. I think people here should start thinking like that, instead of being obsessed with, I need more followers on Instagram, continue Instagram. I still do Instagram. It's great. But 98% of our revenue comes off of Instagram, off of YouTube, off of Snapchat, or whatever it is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's the main thing. Does anybody have any questions or feedback or all that stuff? Yes, go ahead.
So the WhatsApp group, if there is 500 people in the WhatsApp group, can they all see each other's phone number?
So WhatsApp actually became really interesting, where you can just build a broadcast channel. So they cannot chat with each other. You can just receive messages from you, and that's it.
If I want to build a forum of people talking to each other, like
Yes. So yeah, with WhatsApp you can create a forum where people talk to each other. We can create a chat, whatever. The big idea here is that in the future, a WhatsApp group is worth money. It's an asset. Like if somebody creates a WhatsApp group with 100 presidents in the world, are you willing to pay money to enter it? Yes. The problem is we think of WhatsApp groups as like my family members, my dad and my mom. I don't want to pay for that. But you know, if there is like interesting designers in San Francisco in this WhatsApp group, I am willing to pay money to enter it. So what you really want to do is not to make WhatsApp group for fans, not a fan WhatsApp group. It is, I want to segment my audience. So what she did is she segmented her audience. She said, I don't care about 7 million people. I only care about mothers that want to become bloggers. 5,000 people. Assemble. So what you need to do in your WhatsApp is assemble different people. In the NAS Summit today, we assembled creators, entrepreneurs in America. That's it. All my, salaried, followers in Singapore, they don't care about this event. I segmented my audience just to you guys. So segmentation is important. Go ahead.
Okay, I was trying to understand, using the Twitter example, so say somebody wants to monetize, is it like, are they taking their Twitter followers, the ones that want to go to your platform, or are they still going, like, say on the Twitter, and this is a way to monetize?
The idea is to try to take as much of your audience away from the platform as possible. So he took them out of the platform.
So they wouldn't be on Twitter?
They wouldn't be on Twitter. Now they're just following him on WhatsApp.
Got it.
Right? So if you have 100 people on the platform, if you can get 2% of them
Right.
off the platform, you've succeeded. So what's 2% of 7 million? 140,000. You should be able to get another 140,000 members to be in your community. And by the way, they're not on NAS.io. We don't own them. Those 14,000 people, we never message. This is all their emails, all their phone numbers. These are all yours. And you should export them, or you can message them. That's it. It's the simplest thing in the world. And also there's managers, whatever, leads, whatever. Okay? But that's the big idea. Your true followers is the people you own data of. Go ahead.
So essentially, like, instead of subscribing on Twitter, the added value would be that you have their own information and contact information. Because I feel like it will be much easier for them to just hit and subscribe and then pay you through the X subscription monthly fee.
Okay, so that's a very good point. Isn't it easier to just subscribe on X, one button, and I give you $5 a month? What we have learned in the last few years is that when you have a platform that is free, everything is free, unlimited free, and then somebody says, pay me for this post. They're like, why? If I just scroll up, I see free content from the world. Why would I pay you? So when you mix free and paid, it's very hard to say why you're worth paying for. But when you have a place where you only paid, then it's like, okay, this is the place where it's premium. You don't want to mix the two. And I think that's why, subscriptions were created on Facebook groups. Subscriptions were created on YouTube. Subscriptions were created on Twitter. But none of them worked. Just because a social media platform builds it doesn't mean it works, because the audience goes to Twitter thinking free content. The audience goes to NAS.io for you thinking paid challenge. That distinction is important. Go ahead.
Let's say you have a good amount of followers, but you don't have a product, and you want to start it. what is the good transition from that and how to build a trust?
Great question. I don't have a product. How do I get followers? If this is called, does anybody know? Lead magnet. It's a lead magnet. Just create a lead magnet. A reason for people to assemble and give you their information. Here's a lead magnet that I created, okay? So every month, I try to learn about something. So I learned about religions. And then now, in the 6 months, I'm learning about money. How to invest money, Guys, Rob, no side conversation. So I basically said, let me log out just to show you what this looks like. Okay, so basically I was like, okay, I don't have a product, but every time I made a video, I said, guys, I'm studying money. If you want to study money with me, just join me here. There's no product, nothing to buy. I just wanted to get your data. So I was able to get the data of 27,000 people. And then those 27,000 people are now all engaging in different challenges. Stock investing, crypto investing, like how does the crypto market work, how does real estate work, all that stuff. And the beauty of Nas.io is that it's designed around collecting the email. So the minute you land, everything is gone. The only thing that matters is give me the email. This is so important. So what you can do is, I have an ebook and I'm giving it to you for free. Just download it here. The minute they go download it, email. But once you have someone's email, you can reach them for the next 10 years. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Privacy security. Are you from Europe? I mean, yeah, it's private, it's secure, it's Amazon security. So it's I think these things, it's secure. It uses Amazon's web services security. So if Amazon gets hacked, you get hacked. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it depends. If you're collecting emails of followers, it's not like medical information. So it really, you don't need like crazy two-factor authentication security. And everything is stored on Amazon database, and so that's probably as secure as it gets. Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Minji and I'm from Korea. I remember earlier on the stage you mentioned the importance of localizing your content.
Yes.
By speaking in your own language.
Yes.
Are you planning to localize this platform?
That's a great question. Actually, that's a very good question because most people don't speak English.
Right.
80% of the world does not speak English, especially in Korea. And so one thing we realize is that no, it's true, it's true. No, not me. So actually, as of today, we are now available in Japanese. Check this out. This is crazy. The minute if somebody logs in, I'm so proud of this. So now, what the platform identifies is wherever you log in from, it shows you the language you're from. So that's why we were able to work together, right? Because in Mexico, people want things in Spanish. And so Nas.io became in Spanish. But not only that, they want to be able to accept payments in Mexico. And the credit cards in Mexico are very different from America. So you need to be able to accept that too. So right now we don't work in Korea, but as of today we work in Japan.
Great. I have a question. Yeah. So, for example, in Japan, I think they use Line or something.
Yes, so we integrated with Line, yeah. So instead of WhatsApp, it says Line. Yeah.